Hey guys, it's Mark from Photonify. I've got an awesome preset collection for you to look at today. It's the Autumn Preset Collection, and this is really going to wow you. It's got some really great colors that you're going to really love. The video is broken up into two different sections. First, we're going to walk through how to install Lightroom presets, if you don't know already. And the second part, we're going to actually apply these presets to some photos that I have. So let's jump right in and take a look. Okay, so after you have made a purchase on Photonify.com of one of our Lightroom presets, you'll be taken to the purchase confirmation page, which you see here on the left, and you'll also receive a purchase confirmation email, which you see here on the right. So no matter what preset or what bundle you purchase, it'll be the same process here. So here we've purchased the Autumn 2 presets on the purchase confirmation page we see, and on the right is the email with that same file, Autumn 2 presets. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to download the file from both places, from the website as well as the email. And so we'll click here, and that will download the file onto our computer. All right, there you go. It's in my download folders now. And I'm also going to come to the email and I'm going to download the file from there as well. So click on Autumn 2 Presets. It will give us a redirect to a website where the file is hosted, and it will download that same file onto our computers. All right, there you go, right in the downloads folder on my computer. I do want to point out that you don't need to download from both locations. I was demonstrating that you are able to download from either location. So you should be good to go. Okay, so now that you have the file downloaded, let's figure out how to install it inside of Lightroom. So I'm going to move it here onto my desktop so we can work with it. And I'm going to unzip the file by just double clicking it, and my computer will unzip the folder inside, and there we have the Autumn 2 presets. So one thing I would like to point out about what is inside of this folder, as well as all of the other preset collections, is that we have 3 different file types, and that allows you to work with these presets on both the mobile and desktop, as well as the legacy Lightroom. So we have the old LR template and the newer XMP, and then the mobile DNG file in there, all for your convenience. But all 3 of them are the same preset, just in different file formats. All right, now we're going to figure out how to get those presets that we just downloaded inside of Lightroom. So the first thing we'll do is come up to the menu bar to the Lightroom Classic and click on Preferences. The second tab in, you see Presets, and from there we'll go down and click on Show All Other Lightroom Presets. And what that's going to do is open up our Finder, our file browser, and I like to do the column view here so I can see the hierarchy. And we'll see a folder named Lightroom, and inside of that we'll see a folder named Develop Presets. And then inside of that one we'll see 2 subfolders, Lightroom Presets and User Presets. What we'll want to do with the preset that we just downloaded is drop it next to the Lightroom Presets and the User Presets right here in the Develop Presets folder. And so I'm going to go back to my desktop, and I'm going to grab this folder of presets and move it into that folder, that Develop Preset folder, right next to these 2 other folders. Okay, just drop it right in there. Yes, let's move it. And there you go. That's essentially what it takes to install it. But there's one more step, and that is to restart Lightroom. So once we restart it, Lightroom will then recognize that there's some new presets in the file structure, and it will then populate the preset panel on the left. So let's go ahead and quit out of Lightroom and start it back up and see if it can recognize the new presets that we just downloaded and put into the file structure. Okay, so let's start Lightroom back up. One thing you'll notice that'll happen is that Lightroom is going to scan through its file structure, and it's going to see if there's anything new there, and we just put some new presets there. It's also going to see if the format is compatible. If it's not, then it will convert that format. There we go. We just saw it convert the format to the new XMP format for us. And so you didn't have to do anything with that folder that you received from Photonify that had the 2 extra files, the LR template and the DNG. Lightroom took care of that for you, and it created the preset that was compatible with Lightroom and then made the category of it so that you didn't have to do anything manually yourself. And that category shows up here on the left side right there. It says Autumn 2 presets. So there we go. There's our presets now installed here in Lightroom, going from photonify.com to your desktop to the folder file structure under Lightroom, and now in your Develop tab inside of Lightroom. And you should be good to go. And this works for all of the presets from Photonify, the free ones as well as the premium ones. And you are set on installation. So now let's talk about using them. All right, now that you have downloaded and installed the Lightroom preset, the Autumn Volume Number 2 Lightroom preset, let's apply it to some photos here that I have selected that are pretty autumn-y already. And the presets are really going to give these photos some additional personality. So we're here in the Library tab where we've selected the photos that we'd like. And we're going to move over now to the Develop tab where we will apply some of the presets. So I have them loaded here among all the other presets that I have. And I want to find a preset here. I kind of have a goal in mind of adding a little bit more contrast to the photo while not making it look too artificial or doctored. So let's find a preset here that fits that description, right? So we're looking for something that is a little bit more contrast, add some deeper colors. So there are actually some good options here. 4 adds some red there, maybe a little bit too much. There we go. I actually like, now depending on how much you want to preserve the detail, or if you're wanting to stylize it even further, you can go to the fade. This preset collection comes with the preset default. Here it's Autumn 10. And if you want to add a fade, it adds an extra layer, kind of like a fog over the photo, right? Adds a little bit additional personality here. I also like to see the before and after while I'm picking the preset. You can do that by pressing the Y key, or down here you can just click, right? It toggles if you push the Y key. I like to see the difference here. So this is the fade, the 10 fade, Autumn 10 fade. And the Autumn 10 actually looks pretty nice. All right, so we're going to stick with 10. Great. Okay, now let's go to the next photo here and find a preset for this one. All right, pretty normal here. This before and after are the same, of course, because we haven't applied a preset. But let's find one that is going to work here. Now, there's a couple of things that in this photo I am going to try to keep in mind, and that is that around the eyes here, it's already dark. It's not too dark to see in the photo, but if we apply a preset, let's say I saw a darker one here, like 5 fade or 6 fade, you notice that the eyes get a little bit too dark to see, and that kind of makes the photo worse, not better, or it doesn't make it look better. It doesn't look better that way. So we want one that will brighten up, or at least not darken the eyes. And so let's see here, before and after. So again, autumn presets here are going to add a little bit more contrast in the browns and the yellows and the oranges, and that's exactly what we see here. We achieved our goal of not darkening around the eyes too much, or at least preserving the current light while adding a little bit more style there. The green's a little bit more visible. The browns and the yellows and the oranges are also popping out of the photo even more. I like that. Okay, so this is Autumn 1 on this second photo. Great. Now, this one's actually a fun photo, a falling leaf frozen in time, right? Frozen in free fall. And what I'd like to see here is not just some emphasis on the yellows, the oranges, and the browns, but I would like to add a little bit more color in the sky. And I'd like to see if we can achieve that with a preset without having to go and toggle all the dials over here, right? All the sliders. So let's see if we can achieve our goal without messing with the sliders too much, okay? All right, I'm actually seeing some of these presets bring out quite a bit of the blue. We could do 7 or 6. 6 fade is actually applying a little bit too much of that misty blur here in the background. So I'm going to go with just a regular Autumn 6. Now, before and after, I do feel like the original yellow is a little bit better, so there might be some additional edits that we'll want to do to preserve the blue that we just got, but return to the yellow that we had in this photo. So let's come in here and let's just tinker with a few of these sliders here in the HSL color tab. Let's go to the yellows and let's see if we can bring the yellows back. Okay, we're getting closer. And the oranges as well. Okay, that's pretty close. Awesome. And so there we go. All right, we were able to preserve the blue that we got from the preset and return the leaf to the color that it was to a degree previously. All right, fantastic. I like that photo. All right, now this is a fun photo here. I actually like this photo quite a bit, and by itself it looks great, but I think we can do something with the presets to make it look even better. And we notice that we have some blue sky, blue water, orange, yellows, and browns, and some green grass, and we have this brown bench. Okay, so those are the colors that we have. We know that around 6 we saw some enhancement of the blues, but one thing we'd like to do is stylize the browns and the orange a little bit more. All right, depending on, you notice the shadow that comes in here. You can go with Autumn 7 regular, less shadow, Fade has more shadow, and Old makes it even more dramatic. We see the before and after here. It actually really stylizes. You see the grain that's added here. It adds some really great personality to this photo. Kind of like it. All right, so we're going to stick with Autumn 7 Old on this one. All right, there you go. That's the Autumn Volume 2 presets being applied to 4 different photos here that were in need of some presets. They were great photos to begin with, but we added some additional coloring and some personality to these to really make the feel of autumn pop. Okay, so hopefully that was a helpful walkthrough for you to see the Autumn preset collection in action. Head over to photonify.com to get a freebie from us, a preset from this collection that you can apply to any of your photos. And when you're ready, there's the entire collection that you can get that's compatible with both desktop and mobile, so you can use these presets on the go. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.